I just appreciate how they nixed like all the dialogue for John Wick 4 and just went with, you know what, 3 hours of action. So I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
It's like they were like, what are all the parts of action scenes that you usually just skip? Let's figure out how to include those and make them cool.
Also, I think the original John Wick was actually directed by the stunt coordinator for the Raid. Like, he never directed a movie before. Yeah, like, but that's where it comes from. They just wanted to make a movie for like stunts and action like that, so that's why there's so much attention to detail on that shit, because those are the people who made it. And I can't think of a better fucking actor than Keanu Reeves to do that, because he also loves that shit.
That explains parts of the plot too, because they have to have been like, okay, we want to have this killer dude, and he's like going after a whole bunch of people. What's his motivation? I don't know. They fucking killed his dog or something.
Yes, bingo.
I mean, but that's like part of its charm, right? Is like it takes seriously the bits that it wants to take serious, and it doesn't try to do everything half-assed. It's just like, no, we're gonna whole-ass this thing over here, and you know what? Like everybody would get bad if somebody kicked their dog. So yeah, fuck it.
I also like the simplicity of the John Wick universe, because the John Wick universe clearly lives in a universe where like 1 in 3 people are assassins. Like that's just like your neighbor's a hitman, his wife is hit woman, like everybody's a hitman's, right? So that's just
John Wick 3 when they're walking through the fucking like subway station taking shots at each other with the silencer. It's like my favorite scene ever, and it's so fucking stupid. But yes, it's same energy.
Yeah, so it's like these assassins are like, these guys are working, and then just like everybody ignores each other, and that's kind of my headcanon for the John Wick universe. Like, okay, just a bunch of people like are recreationally hired assassins. It's like quasi World of Darkness. So that's cool to me.
Cops show up. Excuse me, sir, you can't just shoot people in the middle of a crowded street. Guy flashes his badge. No, it's all good. I'm with the assassins. They're like, oh, my apologies, sir. Please carry on.
Go back to doing your stuff.
Wait, who flashed the badge here and said they could kill freely? I think it applies to both classes.
Or International Fraternal Order of Assassins.
What, the cops?
Oh, hey, but this.
So I was trying to make a topical joke. Got him.
This is making me think, and I don't want to go on too many tangents because at some point we will probably play D&D, but if you guys haven't seen Bullet Train, I do recommend it. It's not quite John Wick.
It's great.
Yeah, it's like halfway between like John Wick and like a Guy Ritchie movie.
Okay.
You said Bullet Train, and for some reason my first thought was like Last Train to Busan, and I'm like, what's a horror movie have to do with fucking John Wick?
Very different movies. But they both involve a high-speed train in an Asian country.
You got your fucking trains messed up, man. Get your head on the planes.
Bullet Train is a Netflix movie, actually, I think. A Netflix original. It's got like Brad Pitt and shit in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually pretty good.
I saw it on a plane.
Not on a train?
Watching it on a train, but a little bit like watching snakes on a plane while flying. I think there's a reason that they don't show that film on airplanes.
Not just because it's like 15 years old. That movie's actually got to be way older than that.
It's pretty old.
It's pretty old.
Yeah.
There's a snakes on the plane reference in The Burning Crusade.
Yeah.
From 2006.
Yep.
That's the sound of me crumbling into dust. Goodbye. Thanos.
Juliana Margulies is in that movie. Oh my god. I literally only remember Kenan Thompson is in that movie. I only remember Samuel L. Jackson. What is going on?
What?
That's because he's the only reason that movie exists.
Oh my god. I did not know that.
That was like the internet hype movie that nobody went and saw.
Honestly, the most exciting part of Snakes on a Plane for me is that fucking plane. It has like 3 floors. What plane has 3 floors?
Some of the
Oh wait, that's a C-Swab. Make me a intelligence saving throw. What kind of triple decker planes have you been on?
I mean, so here's here's where you can get all fucking like nerd about it and geeky about it is if you count the cargo hold that people freely come and go to from the cabin, which isn't a thing, that could be 3 floors because, you know, like the 747 has double decker and the 380 is double decker.
Mm-hmm.
There's double decker planes, so then you add the idea of like, oh, I'm just gonna freely walk around in the fucking cargo hold, which, like, first of all, I'm 6 foot, right? I'm just average height. No cargo hold in any aircraft, and I've been in almost every one of them except for one, can I completely stand up in without having to like arch my back or like bend my knees or like lower my neck at all. Like I can't, you can't stand vertically upright.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because they're meant for like luggage and obviously not storing like everything because there's a weight limit and yada yada yada, right? So they're
and it's also the fact that it's like you can't just freely walk in between the bags because they're wall to wall.
Right. I would think, oh yeah, that would just not be a thing. Also, I'm just the cargo hold, like is this a military plane? No.
Most military planes are just chartered commercial airlines anyway. Even if you get the actual like C-17 like cargo planes, those are way different in the sense that you sit with the cargo.
You are the cargo.
Correct.
All right, speaking of my precious cargo, you 4. Welcome back. I've missed you all greatly. I hope everyone is feeling better and ready for D&D today.
Hey, functional.
Functional! Yeah, Monday functioning!
Monday functioning.
God.
All we can hope for.
Yeah, I'm stopped being like, how's your Monday? It's like, hey everybody, are you alive? Yes.
Yay.
All right, yeah.
Good for that.
Bare minimum. I'll take it. I will literally take it. Previously on Arctis, you all had a lovely dinner with one Catherine Ravensblood. One of the royalty of I wouldn't say royalty, but one of the ruling houses and ruling leaders of Maginox. Catherine seemed to want to get to know Coslow and crew after they had made their mark over at the Maginox docks. Now, the docks have been absolutely chaotic lately. There has been a major explosion at the docks. There's been a lot of thievery. There's been some burning, some looting, and all of the merchants are frankly terrified. And then here comes Coslow. Coslow kicks down the door of the Thieves Guild, kills the the terrible Thieves Guild leader, and proceeds to blow it all up. Now, after Coslow has made his mark on society, seemed to gather the attention of some of the ruling houses of Maginox, who seem to want to know what this troublesome goblin is up to. And after some lovely dinner conversation, it seemed that, you and Catherine, while not immediately best friends, had similar goals in mind, and Catherine did not seem interested in eating you, per se, but she did seem very interested in forming an alliance with you and making sure that you didn't blow anything else up that you were not supposed to. On the other side...
to form an alliance.
Would you like?
Sorry.
An alliance? On the other side of the coin, between Coslow and Lena, Coslow has asked Lena for some debt repayment, and Lena has tried to settle some of the old debts that Coslow owed from blowing up a bunch of ships. And so that has set the Umbrellans a little bit busy. After your lovely dinner with Catherine, you return to Maginox with new information. It seems like this ruling elite does want to get Maginox back on the up and up, but the main form of commerce in Maginox is tourism, and making sure people get into Maginox, are safe and happy, and are willing to spend their coin is of the highest importance. And also to a coterie of vampires who rule the city, a steady supply of people also means a steady supply of food. We will return today with Grabella still mortally wounded on the face, her visage covered with a carefully crafted golden dragon mask. Oslo, burgeoning businessman, now has a beautiful permanent place of business, but has made a few enemies in the process. You all leave Catherine's house with a new sense of understanding, and a feeling that the vampire does not want to destroy you. Things could potentially work out after all in this crazy city. That is where we will start today, as you return to Kozlo's den to plan your next moves. One moment, please. All right. After leaving Catherine's house and returning to the streets of Maginox, you immediately notice that things are a little bit quiet today. And also as you return, you notice that a lot of the things that had been decorating the streets, colorful umbrellas, hearts, and hanging lights that were celebratory in nature, all seem to be gone from the streets, cleaned up and removed. The streets are relatively empty. You may begin. Kozlo joins the high table.
Oh goodness. My foundry is doing weird things.
It's still paused for me.
Oh, it's still paused? That's unfortunate.
It is
I unpaused
dark
it?
for me. Just black.
Ooh. I would have you to refresh. It might have logged you out.
Oh, I went
now
to
you
move on
paused it
Ezra,
again.
moved, and then the game paused again.
Oh, I paused it.
No business will be conducted on Kozlo Den grounds.
Because it looks like my stream view is also paused, which is also weird, so that tells me that Foundry might be a poop in the bed or lagging. So if you're having issue, I would just try to refresh. And then if it prompts you to log in, so.
It's definitely lagging now.
Yeah. I tried to move twice and it didn't.
Don't make me lose it today, Foundry. I have a very fun day planned.
Alright, I'm kind of caught up, it looks like.
Okay, good.
I am reloading in.
I'm gonna wait for Grabella before we go any further.
Before we trigger the random encounter.
I am here but paused.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Unpausing.
Very confident this looks suspiciously like a scene from the OK Corral right now.
Tumbleweed just rolls across.
Wow, wow, wow. Wah, wah, wah.
There's none of the
Where-
tents or anything.
Where is your bar even? I don't recognize it without the
I think it's-
tents.
Yeah,
It's
right here
the
to
first
I think it's
door
right
on
here
the
to
left.
right?
Yeah, it's like this store right here, I think.
Well, that's where I'm headed.
Either that or we're about to trespass.
Trespassing.
Is it
Alright.
trespassing if you walk into an open establishment on the main street of Madronox?
No, it is not. I mean, if it's
Or
locked,
are you a
maybe.
patron of the store, shop thing, whatever?
Well, it could be
Technically-
loitering.
Shop.
it can still be trespassing even if the door is not locked.
Yes.
Sam, loiter and catch a fireball to the face. No, I'm just kidding.
Catch these hands, catch these fireballs.
Coslow, as you step up to your bar and push aside the door, you notice that the normally solid door pushes aside and falls on a slightly broken hinge.
Oh no.
As you look into the corridor where you'd normally see Sonny's smiling face, he's not there.
I swear to God, if they hurt my boy, I'm burning this fucking city down.
What is going on?
I can't see anything. Is it supposed to be pitch black in here?
It is, actually to you, Seaswab, it is pitch black. You do not have dark vision. You step
my
into
God,
darkness.
I can't see anything. Cosmo, did you pay your electric bill?
We have electricity.
Hello?
Grabella, as you step through the curtain,
Thank you, Andrew.
there is a chaotic scene in front of you. The bar looks to have been tossed, chairs are broken, tables smashed down the middle. On the floor in the center of the room are two small huddled green figures, one kind of protectively huddled over the other. There is a large puddle of blood on the ground under the goblin pile. Grabella, make me a medicine check.
Oh god. Oh, okay.
You barely hear the shallow breaths of the larger goblin on top of the smaller one.
We've met Jib several times, correct?
Oh yeah, Jib is like
Jib!
like one of your head guys.
Oh my god! Oh my god! She's going to give him a potion of healing. I don't know if I can trade with him or what.
Oh, you target him and use it.
Eh. Think that works?
Yeah, hit the healing button. Jib groans and regains consciousness.
What happened?
I didn't even see him coming. Oh man, I tried to protect Roxy. He looks down under him and lifts up an arm. The tiny goblin girl that Jib was interviewing earlier is most certainly dead. Her throat slit. Jib frowns and holds the small goblin close. Oh man, Roxy! Roxy, I'm sorry.
Hey, look at me. It's okay. It's not your fault. Look at me. What happened? Tell us what happened so we can help.
I didn't hear a thing. I was showing Roxy some of the drinks we had in the bar. Just teaching her how to mix drinks. I heard the door open. I didn't think anything of it. And then I heard this, weird kind of, vibrating noise. It almost sounded like one of Boss's machines. Anyway, I didn't know what it was. The curtain I moved a little bit. I thought it was the wind. And then they appeared out of nowhere. Drow. Bunch of them. Big old gang. Just sneaking in here. Either invisible or, I don't know, they just sprung out of the shadows. I'd never seen anything like it. Roxy screamed, and I tried to look for her, and I saw Grumpus. I think he took someone in the back room, locked himself in.
Grabella's gonna take out her mace and start looking around.
Kaza is going to do the unthinkable and pull out the defensive Eldritch Cannon.
Oh,
Oh.
T-Swab is going to definitely back up Grabella. Like,
You don't. No, this is not unlocking for me.
it's locked.
Hello?
Sorry, Grabella, you cracked and broke up a bit.
Hello?
She knocks on the door.
kick it down, Grabella. Kick it down.
I swear to God, if any of you goddamn drow come in here, I'm gonna take
No,
this
it's-
knife and shove it so far in your eyeball you aren't gonna see the light of
It's
day.
it's me, buddy. It's me. Just open the door. Are you guys okay?
Grabella?
Yeah, it's me.
Yes, me and Grailneck in here. I'm gonna ask you something that only you would know.
Okay. I hope I remember what that is.
God, I hope I have a question. What is the name of your small green friend? Ah,
Yazo!
Shit, I'm sure everybody knows that's the name of the goddamn bar. All right, I'm opening the door.
You're very good at paperwork, and I met you a few days ago. Okay, you guys are okay. Have you been this way?
Maybe don't go running off into the area with a bunch of people that's been attacked.
I saw trouble and I pulled Grillnick in here as fast as I could. Just locked the door, barricaded it with some of them rum barrels.
No, you did the right thing. I just want to make sure there's nothing left around here.
If I'm here, let me help you pull some of those barrels off to the side, ma'am.
Yeah.
Between you two,
also
you
help
push
them.
them easily to the side.
Ib, can you pick up Roxy and come with me, please? Azrael casts the invisibility on himself, by the way.
You guys stay back here. Go look after our friend, Jim.
Yeah, I'll get her.
T-Swab's definitely like backing up Grabella, but like keeping a distance, but still like moving with her.
Oh
Come on,
god.
Jib, you should come behind the bar. Where we can lock the door.
Grabella, immediately as you open that door, you hear a...
Yeah, you Oh no, I don't see Meatball.
You hear it coming from the north.
Grabella, we gotta go back this way.
Yeah.
Can somebody unlock the stupid door, please?
The door seems to be barricaded from the other side.
I'm going around.
We're going the long way.
Do we check on things here? We gotta go down the hole.
Jib, you and Roxy should get behind the bar.
All right. Azrael, as you pass through the curtain, Meatball is thrown his body up against the door on the other side. His paws up against the door. He's barking at it whines pitifully at you.
Where are they, boy? Where did they go?
Everything's clear here. Check the north room.
There's two north rooms.
Meatball begins to sniff.
This room looks clear.
Is this smoke thing normal?
It looks to have been a pleasurable smoking session interrupted.
Okay.
Meatball sniffs the area where Roxy had fallen. He just lays down.
Oh.
Yeah, where did everybody else go?
Who are you asking? Are you asking Jib?
Yes.
Most everybody was at the docks. It's been me, Grumpus, and Sonny, and oh no, wait, where's Sonny?
I haven't found him yet. Shit. We need to send somebody to the docks, and we need to send one of us has to go back down to the kobolds. Because if they've hurt anybody down there, I am going to lose my ever-loving shit.
Man. Ma'am, I don't think there's gonna be anybody who went down into your cave system, ma'am. I do
You don't
believe,
think so?
No, I do believe that undead patched up together horror of a dog you have called Meatball seemed to have scared him off.
Okay. What did you see? You saw the same thing Jib saw?
Well, first thing I saw was definitely Roxy. He looks down at the ground and he puts his hands over Grillnick's ears. That was quick, like, I don't think it was painful for her, but Jib, I think he got a closer look. I didn't know what to think. The drow started appearing and started tossing the place, breaking stuff. People started running, scattering. Definitely saw it was drow, though. And some of them wearing old colors from the old Hamaki house. Probably guards.
God damn it.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We got a couple, you know. He takes his hands away from Grillnick's ears. Yeah, we got a couple little fellas here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about Roxy.
It's okay, Grumnick. I don't blame anybody. This stuff is scary. We do need to send somebody with a note down to my girlfriend. We gotta go find Sonny.
Jib is just looking down at Roxy and closes her eyes.
Ezreal puts their hand on Jib's shoulder. It's okay. She can be okay. Just set her down for now.
You want me to put her in the back?
Somewhere comfortable.
Come over, Roxy.
It'll all be okay.
He goes to the smoking room. For now.
Meatball.
Meatball looks up at you.
Can you smell the ones who did this? Could you track them?
Grabella's gonna go back and lock doors.
Meatball sniffs around and whines. I'm not sure that he can do something like this. He's not a real dog.
He has a lot of noses. Maybe he has a really good nose. I don't
Maybe
know.
one of
Maybe
them's
he's got
really
taste
good.
buds in his butthole. I don't know.
I mean, I don't he might not use his like proverbial nose for it. Like maybe he has to like, I don't know, sniff with his shoulder, but
He puts his paws
That's
on the
okay.
ground and like rolls around trying to get his noses on the carpet.
Grabella's just gonna step her head outside looking for a raven or a crow.
Make me a perception check, Rebella.
Yeah, I'm not seeing well. It is dark.
It might be hard to spot them as there's not a lot of perches now. The lights have been removed, so they don't have a lot of places to sit or stand outside unless they're on the roofs of the buildings. And in that case, they might be hard to spot.
I'm gonna evoke something weird.
Sounds like a job for C-Swab.
I was gonna say either sea swab or I was gonna try to imitate.
Meatball starts moving.
Azrael will hop on Meatball's back and like ride Meatball while he does his thing.
Meatball sniffs the ground here.
We're gonna go for help. You guys do not answer the door unless it's a friendly voice, okay?
I think I might just barricade us back in the door.
Can you barricade everybody back there, including Roxy and Jib?
Yeah.
We're gonna take Meatball for a walk.
Do we even have anything in the vault right now?
No, I don't think so.
Can I check these footprints to see if I would be able to tell anything about them?
Absolutely. Make me a survival check. Yeah, I could take them in the back.
If you can get people in the vault, keep them in there.
The neat
like...
boot. Sorry, one sec, Grabella. The neat boot. What the fuck? It's a boot. boot.
Boot print.
Boot. Okay, I got it. The neat boot prints of blood on the stairs lead out, and it also looks like they have been wiped, as if somebody was noticed that they had tracked a little bit of blood and kindly wiped their feet on the way out. But it probably is a little bit of Roxy's blood.
I was going to assume it was Roxy's blood. It was like definitely going to be like.
Nature or survival for trying to do a bird call? What would you prefer?
Ooh, I'll allow you to pick whatever's higher.
I don't remember what
just hold up sea swab. Just hold them up and just
survival.
Be like,
do I just like you want me to perch on your shoulders there?
I don't need it. It's fine. Look at that. Grabella's just gonna make a little call so she could get the attention of any crows that would be nearby.
I'm gonna put you back on the streets.
Can you make the sound that Grabella would make, please?
No. That's something I don't have in my back pocket. I
have it.
Like I could whistle.
Fire at will.
It's more of a
sure. Oh, I forgot about that.
I actually have a Twitch clip of Cherry at one point trying to make a bird
definitely
call.
see a raven.
I was being very stupid one night.
As you step outside Sea Swab, Grabella, in her best avian language, yells out, "Hey!" And a little bird swoops down.
Will you let her know that we could use some medical assistance? And something's gone down with Hamaki in the pub.
The bird just looks at you and hops around. Flies off.
That was actually just a totally normal raven. Like,
Just
I
talks
found
to a
the
random
one
bird.
non-magical raven and fucking match.
Yeah, right.
that's
We
Bill. He
should
just flew in on
probably-
Tuesday.
We should probably go to the docks for backup. And then we should go find these assholes.
And then we should go find a jeweler. Because I can make Roxy feel better.
Yes. Wait, do you need... Oh yeah, you need like a diamond.
And probably I need more diamonds to make you all feel better when you die.
You know, that's not a bad plan.
And also to fix Grabella's face if it gets torn up again.
Oh.
Mm.
Grabella, as you step out into the street, make me a perception check.
Oh boy. I can tell you what my IRL perception is right now. It's allergy.
Grabella, as you step onto the street and look left and right, aside from the noticeable absence of any vendors or tourists and decorations, you hear a soft sound of shuffling coming from the north, just slightly under the noise of the water of the pools around the Crimson Auction entrance.
That was up here, right?
Just a reminder, Azrael does have sea invisibility up.
Are these people still here?
They are. Grabella, as you round the corner, and here off to the right, you see a group of drow. The dancer and the couple of thieves that you all chased off earlier, they are currently tying up a were-raven. The were-raven appears to be dead asleep, snoring loudly.
Oh, hell no.
They have tied him up, and it looks like they're ready to transport him elsewhere. The dancer is rubbing her hands with a handkerchief of sorts, and she stuffs it back in her bosom. Grabella, you just, okay.
I'm just going for it. She is not in.
And C-Swab is right behind you.
She is not in mess with round mode. She is in you or die mode.
The dancer goes and points over at Grabella, and the two thieves whirl on you, drawing daggers.
Let's freaking go.
Okay, all right. Grabella initiates the charge. One moment, please.
Well, this is a smart option. We'll see later.
Barbarian does barbarian things.
Crazy.
The details at 9. I need all of you to roll initiative.
I'm gonna be up front and roll last in initiative as usual. This is fine.
Why are hold on this guy. Why are you in the wall?
You know, C-Swab's going behind me at least.
From the
As he
window.
should. He's being the bro. Fine.
The dancer is panicked.
Yeah, she is.
No,
She's about to
it's-
be panicked into the disco in a way she
Not to be
wasn't ready for.
pancaked, am I right?
There it is.
They're back! Ah, damn it. Get the small green one first. They care about him the most.
I can't help but feel like that's just not true.
Kill the one in the dress. Kozlo, you're up.
First off, Calzo's gonna be like,
I don't know why you're calling Asriel small and green.
Aww. Aww. That is so sweet.
Yeah, and also I don't know why you think picking on Kozlo first is a smart freaking idea.
She
Also,
just
Meatball's not even here.
freaking meatball. Where are you when we need you?
He was here. He was following the trail.
He's following the trail.
Where did he go?
so Calzo is going to give up on defense and use a spell slot to swap out his, that thing. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes. I
The
do.
one-
The thing.
The
The
only.
thing.
Oh, damn it.
We will. No, not that one. We will go ballista.
Yeah. Notice how I've like tried to leave room on the sign for you to shoot stuff now?
No, we're going flamethrower. Fuck it.
Oh,
Oh
God.
man.
I forgot the flamethrower is fast now. And I
That's
haven't
true.
used it since it became fast.
He is a fast boy.
Just don't torch the were-raven. There's only
Yeah.
so many diamonds that I'm sure we're going to be able to afford later.
It's fun. So I had to use my action to summon it, but then I still have my bonus action, which I can use to control it. I can't quite hit just the things.
Will Kozlo kill the Raven's Blood Knight? No. This will work. All right, your cannon releases a gout of fire. Roll the damage button. The thief and the dancer will make a dexterity save. The dancer fails, but the thief succeeds with a 20. The dancer taking the full 60 damage to the face, throwing her hands up in front of her face as the fire engulfs her, while the thief in front of her just ducks, allowing his partner to eat the full force of the blast.
You're not so quick on your feet now!
Ah!
Alright. Just for the sake of tradition.
Tradition.
Alright.
At least
God
tradition
damn
is
it.
still the same.
Oh, that's a 0. Oh my god.
It's
I
the blood
genuinely...
rage. Grabella's blood rage is taking over Coslo now.
That's true.
I genuinely will regularly forget what the insight checks even do because I never make them.
I don't roll for it most times because I have a minus. I should start doing it.
I also
and
have a
see.
minus, but the minus is that my die is just very heavy on the one side.
Coslo, does that end your round? All right. But Azrael, real quick before I start your round, I have to refresh my stream view. Give me a second. For some reason, after major updates, there's this combat tracker that likes to pop up right in front of the chat log. And I can't move it. So I have to
I like the combat tracker, but I can move mine.
Yeah. The one on the stream view is like locked into place. I'm like, please move. How can they see Coslo when he rolls zeros on his wisdom checks?
Oh, they know.
Yeah, so remind me that we need to get you to an optometer rest.
A what?
We gotta take care of your big eyeballs.
As my balls! Eyes or otherwise!
Azrael, you're up.
Okay, I think I said Azrael was technically riding Meatball when we left, so Azrael and
yes.
Meatball will go here. Yeah. Oop. Come around the corner. And
What the hell?
Yeah, you have fucked up in so many ways.
Is there a chance that somebody could be so afraid of Meatball that they would lose their turn?
is
He
that
does
them,
do
boy?
psychic game.
What was that, Azrael?
Is that them, boy?
Meatball growls at the drow.
Good enough for me. We're going to cast Blasphemous Command. Oh, it won't let me cast it on all of them at a higher level, so well, we'll just do this. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level, so it affects all 3 of them.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh
and
god.
Azrael will say, "On your knees, if you please."
The first one absolutely fails. 1 second. And he is prone.
Well,
Oh,
he goes prone
on
on
his
his
turn,
and ends
yeah.
his turn. Yeah.
The next one will also make a wisdom save. DC 17. Fails. And the last one
So they all fail.
succeed. Oh no, that's a failure too. DC 17.
Whoa.
Oh wait, hold on. Hold
Hold on, I have to
Hold
cheat
on.
real quick.
I have to cheat. Okay. All 3 of the drow turn as you speak your blasphemous command, and their eyes glaze over with wisps of twilight. What did you say?
I said, wait, you don't need me to repeat myself.
Yeah, I think you heard it in the first time.
And Azrael will slide off of Meatball and say, "Okay, boy, all yours." And that will end Azrael's turn.
Next up, one of the dancers. She goes prone, drops to a knee, and then ends her turn. What? I can't stop, but he falls to a knee. What the hell? Grabella, you're up.
Snicker snack, Grabella. Snicker snack.
So, any of you want to start talking before we just kill all of you, or?
The
We can talk to them after they're dead, Grabella. It's fine.
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
She just first off, oh god, where's my button? I would like to rage.
Oh, very good. Target yourself in rage,
There,
please.
Yeah.
We angry.
The raging.
And
I am. Oops, I gotta rage you. 1 second. Boop.
oh, I did not want to attack myself.
Oh, good. You can delete that.
We're having a bad
let's
day,
have a
but
howl
not that
of
bad of a
rage.
day. Oh god.
The Master Thief is
Advantage?
prone. You have advantage.
Oh. Wow.
Right, Master Thief.
Oh,
I missed.
A 3 and a 1. We'll miss.
She's gonna go at it one more time. She's very angry. She's
Blinded
angry
by
she
rage.
Can't focus.
Still
misses.
You just rolled in order. Wait, hold on. There was like 1, 3, 4, and 8. Just shake it off, Grabella. Shake it off. Shake it off.
Once I get this crap out of my eyes, you guys are so dead.
I've been notified
The
that
optometrist.
Drew has changed prepared spells while in combat.
Yeah, my spell list is all kinds of fucked up, and I don't even actually have a full prepared spell list.
It's fine.
I'm missing like 2.
Oh, that's weird.
So I'm just
It just notifies me. Because it's
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
your player is cheating. I'm like,
Wow. Wow.
Oh, okay,
What's the
DM.
point of D&D if you can't cheat?
Just a little bit.
a
Jeez.
little bit.
All right, I'm all done on that.
C-Swab, you're up. What are these
I don't see
birds doing here?
I have eyes in the night, but I don't see anything.
It's because you didn't have it on this map. You're on top of Azrael. Hold on.
Yeah, you're currently
yeah.
straight up Azrael, so that's probably why you
Oh,
can't
I can see Coslow. Is the only person
It's
I can see.
because-
Everything else is black.
Right,
It's not
because
eyes in the
there's
night.
light in some areas and some places aren't lit, and you can't see in darkness. So
I have
hold
eyes
on.
in the night, though.
I know. I'm turning it on. Fuck. Give me a second. I fucking know.
Look,
His eyes,
look at your
though, they're
special
of the
eyes.
night.
You can see
Look
now.
with your special eyes.
Oh
My
god.
brand.
My brand.
All right, so hold on. I got it. Let me reset. I was here. Okay, now that I can see. Wow! Little.
2 of the thieves have fallen to a knee. The other one's knees trembling as he tries to resist Azrael's command effect.
Fun fact: they're also at disadvantage against dex saving throws when they're prone. Hint: I don't know if that matters for you.
The only thing C-Swab has to worry about is there is a Raven's Blood Knight that is in that fray, as well as Grabella.
The prone ones will also be. I forget exactly what it is. You have disadvantage on range attacks. against
That is
prone?
correct. Ranged attacks will be at disadvantage, melee at advantage. Okay, C-Swab, what are you doing?
Oh, you said range is at disadvantage?
is.
Range attacks are at disadvantage if they're prone.
Yes.
There's one that's not prone though.
Okay.
So that chromatic orb would be at disadvantage against the 2 prone targets.
Okay, it's the top 2, right? With the little guy.
With the little falling over guy, yeah.
Okay, can I?
I was trying really hard to let Grabella, slap, but
Gotcha. So I heard you say advantage, disadvantage, and I got them reversed in my head as you said it.
Yeah, prone bad. Prone bad ranged.
So,
Prone
yeah,
good melee.
Targeting the one that's not prone, so I don't have advantage or disadvantage.
Okay.
Well, it says disadvantage still.
He isn't prone. One sec.
I was having that a couple weeks ago where every time I cast a spell it said disadvantage, and I don't remember how we fixed it.
Go ahead and just hit the disadvantage button and just roll normally. It'll prompt you. That'll miss.
What?
Your chromatic orb goes flying over the head of the thief and into the nearby wall.
Okay, I didn't want to have to do this. Let's see. I'm gonna use quicken spell,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna go. So you guys like to mess with birds, huh?
Yeah, my favorite part is gluing their beaks shut.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay. You cast Shatter on the two prone ones.
Oof.
Is that Dex? That's a con save.
Con.
Okay. They both
Now
succeed.
who's cheating? Now who's cheating, Christina?
And they only take half of damage. They curl up in a fetal position as the shatter goes off, and most of the rocks and debris hit them in the back. Dusty and worse for the wear, they look up at Grabella, still prones. C-Swab, does that end your round?
I'm gonna turn around.
It's going to be one of those everybody rolls a 1 on their insight checks day.
Kazo looks over at C-Swab, just gives him like, you know, the meme with the like Asian dude who leans around the corner chewing something, gives a big thumbs up.
I was thinking it's the Nick Cage, Pedro Pascal one, where it's me looking like Nick Cage for one, and it's just you leaning over.
Yeah.
It could also
Next
be like the
up,
James Franco in the Noose first time.
first time, the Master Thief, who is trying to resist Azrael's spell as long as possible, falls to a knee and grits their teeth. You son of a bitch! Oslo, you're up. Hmm?
Well. Okay, so
We're doing great.
I'm gonna do Grabella a huge favor.
Oh boy.
Cannon's gonna move over here
Okay.
and breathe fire so as not to hit. Actually, I need to check if it needs to be there or one step back. Oh no, I can do this without hitting Grabella.
Dang, surgical strike.
I was gonna say I needed to
Thread
hit
the
Grabella
needle!
just in case she doesn't hit anyone in her next turn also, because then she would
Wow.
lose her rage. But if she'd taken damage, then she wouldn't have to worry about that. But now it's on you. You gotta hit somebody next turn, because I'm gonna breathe fire on these mofos.
Okay. Ah!
They're at
Hit that damage
disadvantage.
button. Let's see. A couple of them are at disadvantage because of the prone.
All three of them should be, because they're all
Oh, they're all
right?
prone. Yep. Yep, even the third one went down too.
The cannon like sputters for a second in a way that just sounds like it's going, "Suck my dick!"
Dex, disadvantage. Disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Nice.
I see 2 failures and a success in there. The dancer and one of the thieves taking full damage from the fire. The other one, who seems to be the most confident of them all, only taking half. Get this damnable machine out of here! Oh. He seems to be the only one that is slightly covered by the fire with the bodies of his allies. Boots and bodies, I apparently just cannot say today. Kazla, what are you doing with your round?
Tell you what I want to do is I want to fireball so bad.
We gotta keep the Raven's Blood Knight alive, though.
Oh, I could aim it so as not to hit the knight, but then someone ran up to where now I can't do that without hitting her too.
To be fair, that is Grabella's job.
Yes, and also
And she is
I gave you that first open round of not
Oh, she
being
is
there.
resistant to fire. Okay, fireball.
Oh shit!
God.
Ah!
Oh Lord.
Oh, this guy actually fireballing. Oh fuck. Okay.
I mean, get them. They're at disadvantage. How often do you get to hit a fucking rogue-like person with a fucking fireball?
And
Rarely.
none of the rest of my teammates. Just the one that happens to be resistant to fire. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
I have cure wounds. I'll patch her up later.
All right, hit the damage
You
button.
better.
Oh god, I
He's
hope
not
you don't
going
kill
to.
that raven.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see the raven.
The
Fire.
Raven's the one we need to keep alive.
The Raven's
No,
just
the
outside.
knight is fine. There's a bird.
Oh
around.
shit!
Oh no.
How high up is the bird?
Wait, the raven's not targeted. He's not in the.
Oh, he's not in the reticle. That's fair. All right.
He's not in the reticle.
He's
All right,
too high
let's
up. It's
hit
fine.
the damage
I
button
don't let us
because let's proc it.
You guys can't see, but I'm cracking my knuckles right now.
Oh god. I'm wincing.
Fluff up those
Oh
dice.
my
Oh my god!
Oh Jesus. Oh, they're all at disadvantage. Oh
Oh
god.
god.
That's beautiful.
Did I pass? I can't even tell.
Grabella succeeded.
Thank
Grabella
fuck.
succeeded.
So I take half of half, whatever
It
rolls.
already did it.
Okay.
You took 18 damage.
Yeah, you took half.
Wait, it should have been. So she succeeded at the saving throw, which half of that would have been 18. So she should have only taken 9 damage.
Oh, because
Yeah.
she's raging?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will undo that. And then you, Grabella, you subtract 9.
Will do.
Well, not her rage. It's just because she's just fire resistant, right?
Yeah.
Just always.
It didn't take my resistance into the calc.
Hold on. Let me look.
Because she dragon.
It did
why
something
does it
weird though, because
keep-
it came out with 16. That's not.
It's
Actually,
because
does
she's
it-
raging. It's because so I just looked at her character sheet, and for some reason her character sheet said she didn't have.
Just that as you were checking too.
Yeah.
Dang it, I'm a dragon, I swear.
That went about as well as it could have. Honestly, that was fucking awesome.
The prone dancers coming, or excuse me, and the thieves coming out much worse for the wear, looking very singed and bloodied.
Oslo leans back, admires his handiwork, rolls insight.
I get better every time.
Are you rolling a 1d4? No, you're not.
He's flipping a coin. It's either going to come up a 1 or a 2, which is a
It's-
0
you know what?
or a 1.
It either happens or it doesn't. It either happens.
I'm glad
or it
you guys
doesn't.
are understanding the math now.
God damn it, Azrael, you're up.
Okay. What do we want to do here?
I love Kozlo's AoE. Holy shit. What are you doing, Azrael?
I think we are going to. And we're just gonna play it. Cast Spiritual Weapon. There is. Oh, can never find Spiritual Weapon for some reason. Like click on the nested things, and I always click on Kaamos players first. I'm like, there's nothing there.
That's fine.
And we're gonna hit We're gonna hit this one. Oh, gotta retarget Azrael. There we go. You can actually cast the spell. And this is still a melee spell attack, so I believe it's at advantage.
Is that a melee spell attack? Melee spell attack. It is.
It does say it's at disadvantage, but we're just gonna roll it at advantage.
That's fine. Lies and slander.
And it's a crit, so...
it's gonna take half damage from that.
I mean... That's cool.
Okay. 1 sec. Let's see. Times 1/2? Oh my god.
So it takes 5 damage?
5, yep.
Yep.
The dancer, why can't I talk? The dancer smoothly moves out of the way of the spiritual weapon. I think I'm trying to talk too fast. My brain is on like overdrive because I'm like really excited to play D&D today, and I'm just like
Holy fucking shit, dude.
So the bloodied dancer dodges out of the way of the spiritual weapon, managing to only get slightly scratched in the process. Azrael, what else are you doing with your round? Oh god, please, not the toll.
With our action.
No.
Oh, not very good.
Wisdom saving throw.
Bonk.
And fails. But only an 8 damage told the dead. The sound of your dolorous bells ring out through the streets of Maginox. Bong! And she claps her hands over her ears.
And I think that's gonna end Azrael's turn. Unless Meatball wants to get a snack in.
Meatball is on defensive mode.
Of course.
Meatball
Never
is
let
on the
Meatball-
DM doesn't think you need any help right now, mode.
I just
She's
want
not
Meatball
wrong,
to tear
though.
into somebody, honestly.
Meatball is a
Like,
guard dog. Meatball is not an attack dog.
Rebella looks
he's
like
not a
she's
dog,
guarding
so-
someone lit her on fire.
You know, actually, that's fair. The fireball did just go off, like, right in front of us. People's probably like, you know what?
Yeah, no,
Things are good."
I don't want to go in there. I do
And you
not.
know, if backup arrives, I would rather Meatball let us know than, the other fireball that would come into her butthole.
Grabella, make a perception check.
Oh boy. See, this is what I get for saying that.
Ooh.
Oh,
The dancer
wow.
tries
Look at me
to duck behind her friend and get out of your line of sight in order to get behind you with a sharpened dagger, but you spot her weaving through the crowd.
Hi.
She will get up from prone, which is half her move. And we will go, okay, so we started here, sorry. That's 10. Actually, hold on. 10, 15. She moves around to Grabella's back. A familiar place for, assassins who like to drive their daggers deep into their target.
Yeah, I've been through this a few times. You can try it if you'd like.
And quick with the blade, she searches for a weak point. The first one will hit. And she stabs between your spiked armor for 5 points of damage. Flanking with her friend, she finds a weak point and drives the blade deep. Not very deep.
Nope. I got a
Grabella-
resistance to piercing.
You are
So
resilient.
she's wincing, but she's just kind of like staring over her shoulder, like, really?
I'm pretty sure that was just, like, Grabella literally flexing her muscle right then and just like, nah.
Just poked it back out.
Oh, I did not mean to do a second attack with disadvantage. My bad. The third attack actually did hit.
I mean,
What?
pretty good at attacking while panicked.
Ah! I'm
on fire.
panicked because the Foundry
right?
server is apparently shit in the bed.
If by shitting in bed making us roll shitty and you roll really high, then yeah, I agree.
Why is it not giving me a prompt for the damage? Hold on. Shut up. Wow. The normally lethal strikes that would hit vital organs and, things for the living. The dancers seem to underestimate Grabella, as Grabella is lacking those vital organs. You have the organs, they're just not vital.
Yeah, I don't really need those. Also, my skin is thick as thick.
You
She
should
has like
You should be dead.
she has cosmetic organs.
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
cute.
This is my Balenciaga liver. It's couture. Next up, the thief in front of Grabella also gets up from prone. Damn you. Time to die.
Okay,
Okay.
this one's doing a real good job of that.
She pulls her dagger out from in between Grabella's armor and just looks at it. No blood.
Womp womp.
Stab harder. Oh my.
No, this is so painful.
She's not flinching at all. Who is this dragon-masked terror?
You really
You
should
like
just.
the mask?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It's incredibly gaudy, honestly.
Thank you.
Tasteless and crafted with a clumsy hand.
I like this one. Let's keep him alive.
He just called you the word clumsy.
Oh, wait,
Wow,
hold
is
on.
that a double
That's
one?
a double one. That's a... Okay. I
I'd
gotta
love
go
to
get...
see that.
I gotta go get a drink.
Hold on.
Hold on.
We are
I'm
the
leaving.
we're like the first thing into the session, and I've rolled a 1. Cosmo's rolled at least 3 ones. There's another 2.
But a double 1 on advantage.
But a
is-
double one on advantage is literally... I gotta go walk it off.
This is a moment to be celebrated.
I mean, it's a 50-50 shot. It happens, right?
I'm not even gonna put on the BRB. You know what? Ah! I'm gonna literally get a drink. I'm taking a 3-minute, I gotta fucking cool off. I'll be right back.
Let's
I'm
go
just
ahead.
kidding, I'm just thirsty.
I've only lost like 20 hit points, and most of that
I'm pretty
was
sure-
Oslo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did more damage to you than at least the dancer did.
Oslo keeping his streak alive of doing more damage to his friends than to his enemies.
Let's keep that streak alive for the rest of this, please.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
Just keep me alive too, please. I'm at
Oh.
66. When I could be at 100. 105.
Fine.
Be right back real quick.
One day we'll have a full tank of a tank, but today is nothing.
What do you mean? You are such a huge tank.
It's true.
Like, literally, we never do this, but we could just sit down and take a short rest and, you just spend hit dice and get all your fucking hit points back, but we just
It's
never
true.
do. You're resistant to fire for free, and you also just are fucking resistant to everything else. It's fucking amazing.
It is.
We need to get you armor that pokes back, that you don't have to actually try to poke somebody and they just take damage when they hit you. That'd be so funny.
That armor that lady had the other day was great, but we are saving
Are we?
and we're spending our money on diamonds.
Well, that is true. I was just like, oh, Azrael actually has a pile of gold. I have no idea where it came from. Somebody must have split some treasure at some point. Azrael's just gonna go spend it all in diamonds.
Yeah. Which is honestly good for all of us.
I did spend a 5,000 gold diamond to revive a fucking goblin henchman And I only needed to spend a 250 gold diamond to do that.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Next time. Next time.
All right, shake
That
off
henchman
the
is literally
double
the
ones.
most expensive thing we own.
Grabella, after that pathetic display of the double ones, the thief drops his dagger at your feet. The thief is effectively disarmed. You can, as a bonus action, pick up that weapon.
Alright, pick it up and stab him in the face with a Grabella!
Your daggers are flimsy, but I'll pick it up.
She'll pick it up.
Embed it into his skull.
I love how
1
bloodthirsty
second.
Sea Swab gets, man.
There's his short sword.
Just gonna. Alright. Take. Yoink.
You're like, hey, huh? Give that back.
Reed. No.
What?
Sea
What?
Swab
What do you
values
mean
weapons to
no?
his friends.
Give it back immediately. Give it back now.
No.
Yeah, Grabella, give it back to him. In the face!
Oh my god. It isn't a blaze, unfortunately.
You think you could hit me with my own weapon? He says as she
No.
hits him with his own weapon.
Oh no, I'm using the flame sword.
Oh, you are. Okay. Go ahead. He will uncanny dodge this. Oh.
Good
Double
use of
ones!
uncanny dodge.
Double.
ones.
Oh my god, why are we cursed?
It's just like a weird slap fest aside from Kozlo dropping a fucking bomb on everybody's head.
Grabella, you only did 1 attack? What else are you doing?
God, every time I use sword burst, it goes poorly, but literally I could hit all 3 of them, so I'm
This
gonna
is the
go
perfect
for it.
time for
This is the time.
Yeah.
This is the time.
Sir, I would like you to feel your sword again in your face. Are you ready?
Target those 3.
Oh, damn it! Do this again.
Hold on.
Actually, I don't remember how to multi-target.
Shifty. And mouse over.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, do it again.
We'll try this again. Brant.
It
not very good.
is dex saves. They will get advantage.
And probably all of them, yeah.
And they all
I just wanted them
succeed.
to be tickled. Regardless.
They duck and dodge your swords. They can see that coming, but can they see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
This is why I
Technically-
use bombs. These pokey things just don't work.
Technically,
Yeah,
the last
you-
one would be at disadvantage because he's still prone.
Yeah, the
Oh,
one
that-
is
That
Is
motherfucker.
He hasn't gotten to stand up yet.
You are absolutely correct. I'm gonna undo. And we will do his with the disadvantage. 1 moment.
I just want
No,
to
you
push
are
that
correct.
extra 3 damage for Grabella. Fuck.
With disadvantage, he
still gets
still
it.
succeeds.
Yeah,
Apologies,
my-
Grabella.
No, you're good. My sword burst is not great. But I still tried to slap people with swords that burst out of my body.
Ikashima too has learned the pain of uncanny dodge.
And because I'm here to help Oslo, I'm gonna start doing these.
That is not high enough.
No. No, it's not, but it's better than Koslo.
It was almost high enough.
It was almost.
There are 3 figures. See, swap, you're up.
Alrighty.
What are we doing, swab?
I'm debating if I want to pull out Kozlo and just, YOLO, sorry, Grabella, you're in the way.
Oof.
One of y'all better heal me for this.
I did buy some potions, so I could heal you.
It's not going to be Azrael because Azrael didn't do it. Azrael or Resi later, though, after we go to the jeweler.
I'm going to do this first. I'm going to insight first. Then we can determine how the rest of this turn is going to go.
Wait, if Azrael reses me, does my face come back? No.
No, it actually.
I'm
Oh,
sure-
1! Ah!
What is the
I just imagine Christina doing the Jonah Hill face from Superbad.
Fuck me, am I right?
Fuck me! I'm sorry, every insight check that you have done tonight has been terrible.
Rebella, I'm sorry. Both.
Okay. Just don't let me fall down.
Oh, they all have advantage on dex, right?
Yes. They are
Well-
stabby beachas.
Well, you know what? Worth.
Oh. Okay, make sure you are the origin point. Okay, good. Grabella?
Rebella's
What?
not resistant to lightning
do I-
damage.
Am I?
You're
Are-
not, I said.
No, I am not. I was gonna
Like-
say, I don't think I am.
See,
this
Swamp
is
is
a-
like,
this
no,
Isn't
lightning's
Avatar:
just
The Last
advanced
Airbender
fire.
rules.
Yeah.
It's all the poking ones, fire and poison, that I'm resistant to.
All right, fucking Azula, light him up.
Okay, I can do something. It's fine. I can do something. It is fine.
Oh yeah, you have meta magic.
I have meta magic. I'll change it to fire.
Oh, that's actually cool.
Very nice.
Wow. Okay.
Now we're thinking with portals.
So I will change
Is
it
this
to
guy
fire.
fucking smart?
I will change it to fire.
Holy shit. Okay. Dex with advantage.
I mean, they're still gonna take. Was that 15?
Sorry, I was looking. I was wondering why it wasn't triggering. There we go.
Oh,
I think Rebella takes what, 7, I believe.
yeah.
I'll undo that, and then I will reapply with the. Is it a 4th damage? Okay, yeah, apply.
Yeah, basically.
There you
A fourth
go.
of that.
It'll auto-calculate it now in the little sidebar that I have, which is really nice.
I'm
Seaswap,
tickled.
as you begin to cast the incantations for Lightning Bolt, you remember that your ally is resistant to fire, so as the Lightning Bolt is arcing out towards Grabella, it becomes like a lightning bolt that turns orange and crackling with flame, and it hits the dancer in the front that was stabbing Grabella in the kidney area, and she just turns around and goes, "What?" and then just explodes. The lightning fire channels through Grabella, and she manages to resist the brunt of it, and then arcs out from Grabella into the thief in front of her. It's not enough to fell the thief in front of her, but he looks shocked as Grabella is no worse for the wear.
Shocked
guys
you
still,
say from the firebolt.
You guys still coming at us, or you ready to not all die?
Well,
Which I can't even guarantee, honestly.
I can offer you an easier death if you tell us what you did in Kozlo's den.
And who you did it for?
Who
Though I'm
hired-
pretty sure we know already.
That'll end my turn.
Okay. The thief that is prone stands up from prone and looks over at his friend. You say one word and I'll slit your throat.
Okay.
She just towers over.
The the drow will make an intimidation check. It seems to be enough to cow his ally, who moves around to the other side of Grabella, stomping on the fire-bolted body of his dead friend.
Oh, gross.
Oh, hold on, let me hide the blood splatter. Getting in the way. There we go. It's like
Oh my god, the blood's moving!
it was like the blood was attacking. It's like the blood is incapacitated. I'm like, shut up.
He intimidated the blood too. It's running away.
The blood's like. He'll hit with advantage because he is flanking with Grabella, slicing his short sword up Grabella's back. Grabella continues to rage. Why aren't you dead yet?
really fucking strong.
Grabella is starting to look a little owie at this point, though.
It's hard to tell under the gigantic gold dragon mask and spiky armor, though.
Yeah. Oslo.
The blood starting to pour out might be a clue, though.
Oslo, you're up.
Oslo will. One second. I'm changing my mind about something because I just had no idea. Could I ready an action or hold an action or whatever? I forget how readying action works.
Yeah, you just ready an action, but you have to specify like when I see the enemy or if the enemy like stands up from prone, and then that would trigger whatever your action would be.
Okay, so the flamethrower will move to here, and if either Grabella moves out of the way or this close guy. Oh wait, I'm not gonna move it to there. I'm gonna move it.
It cannot occupy the same spot as the spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where it could sit. Fuck it. I'm not gonna try and do that. The math behind trying to figure out how to aim that is
Kozlo's doing puzzles in his head.
The spiritual weapon doesn't take damage, right? I don't have to worry about flamethrowing it.
No,
Yeah,
you don't have to.
fine.
Nope.
Alright, and the flamethrower will go here, and
It only takes emotional damage.
deal some emotional damage.
All right. Roll damage. It's a dex save. He'll roll dex with advantage and succeed. He will take no damage.
What a dick.
He ducks underneath the fire that belches out from the flamethrower. Whoa, saw that one already.
So you took no damage, not half damage.
Correct. This Master Thief, he has evasion. If he's subjected to an effect that allows him to make a dex save to take only half damage, he'll take no damage if he succeeds.
Interesting. Well then, in that case, Kozlo is angry and defaulting back to just throwing fireballs.
The thief, being very distracted by your flamethrower, may not see this coming. He definitely does not, as it cracks him across the side of the head.
Oof.
He will also be burning. Or dead!
Or he will just die.
As he ducks under the flamethrower, Grabella and kind of looks up at you. He's like, yeah, I know your tricks. He does not see Kozlo's firebolt go streaking through the air between the crack between Grabella and the flamethrower. And that was all that was left of his head.
I want to, in my mind, this just is like the flamethrower is burning at him, and as he's doing that, Kozlo's like throwing a lit grenade, and he's like, haha, I did so well, you're not gonna hit me, but doesn't notice that the lit grenade has now rolled like between his legs.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at that.
Grabella just leans back a little bit.
This is going so well for you.
She looks at the last one.
The last thief is starting to lose resolve. He swallows nervously.
And
Oh, sorry, apologies.
yeah, you gotta wait until I.
An insight check? Wow.
Holy shit, Kozlo, look at you.
It either happens or it doesn't. Kozlo, what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
I will ruin you, Christina, if I do nothing else.
The two things I would like to know are how far on the raven. I want to know how dead this man is.
Okay, I will show you that first.
Whew.
The answer is very.
And is there anything I actually care about knowing about this other guy?
Potentially Grabella? Drug?
What does he have any abilities we haven't seen yet? We've seen the multi-attack and we've seen the saving throw thing, evasion.
That is correct. The last one he has is a cunning action. He can take the dash, disengage, or hide action. It is a bonus action.
Hey everyone, I think these guys are a little sneaky.
Seem
Yeah,
to be
you need to make sure
participating in
this
some
doesn't get away.
thievery.
We gotta make sure this one doesn't get away.
Anyway, let's kill him.
Yeah.
Asriel, you're up.
All right. We're gonna move spiritual weapon. And we'll start with that. Don't consume spell slots. Oh, another crit on spiritual weapon.
He will uncanny dodge that.
Oof. I'm only
Oh.
really bad for damage.
Ooh.
But I guess for baiting out the uncanny dodge, sure.
That's fine. Hold on a second. I need to apply half. He will only take 5 from the crit. As he grabs the shaft of the spiritual weapon as it slices through the air. Ah! Giggity.
That's just lewd.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Oh, what? Am I gonna grab the blade?
I mean, you might as well at this point.
Why did you start stroking it?
Yeah, it's just made of the finest wood. It's fine crap. Wait, hold on. This isn't even from this plane.
And we're gonna toll the dead. Actually, I always forget to do this too. I have fucking blessed strikes, and I never fucking add it.
Oh, that is correct. Wisdom save.
So he takes another 15 necrotic and radiant damage.
And that he definitely cannot uncanny dodge. He claps his hands over his ears. What is that horrible sound?
Let's see. I guess I could insight check. Ezra's really good at insight checks, actually. I just forget to do them.
What would you like to know?
I guess we can get his hit points. It's like the only thing we don't know, right?
Yeah, I was already prepping his hit point bar.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's Ezreal's turn.
The dancer is dead. The thief is dead. Grabella.
We're gonna get old trusty out for this one. But I'm not gonna use the terror thing on it.
Oh, Grabella unsheaths the mace of terror. Despite not activating it, Grabella, the thief still looks terrified.
Yeah. Yeah, I would look that way too if I were you right now.
Hopefully I can actually hit. Nope. Alright.
Duck, dodge, duck.
That's alright. We're gonna hit twice and actually bonus action this time with not stealing a weapon. Oh god. Ah, it says I can't use the mace again.
Oh, did you accidentally use the trigger?
I guess? Yeah, I guess. It's fine. See, there we go.
Ah! You clock this guy across the shoulder with the mace of terror as he tries to push away the spiritual weapon to block the mace, bringing his short sword up. Wait, hold on. Does he even have a short sword? Yeah, he does. You stole the other dead guys.
Yep. And I'm gonna poke him with my pokies.
Oh, okay. Let's see if he avoids your armor spike attack. And he takes it to the chest.
At this point, Grabella is just like literally trying to pin him down to the ground, so he gets killed in this next round.
Please, Rob! I need you to finish him off!
C-Swab.
Wow, wow, wow.
He coughs up some blood.
Gross.
You have a choice right now, Mr. Thief. Tell us what we want to know, or prolong your suffering.
Make an intimidation check, C-Swap.
I think his name is Master Thief, not Mr. Thief.
Master.
The only thing he's a master at is dying.
Oh shit.
Fine.
Oh.
Spare me, I'll talk. I can't talk if I'm dead. Oh, I'm bleeding out.
Oh. Okay.
Seaswap turns to Azure and gives him like the shut the fuck up. We can have it both ways.
No. This is good. I'm excited. This is good, C-Swab.
Alright, C-Swab,
Alright,
do you
well-
think?
First of all, who sent you to Kozlo's den? I want a name.
There's the rest of the guards from House Hamaki are currently holed up with most of anything that they could steal from the house. In the old Church of Eternal Night.
Then they hired you?
Me? No, I used to work for the Hamakis.
Who specifically?
He looks over at C-Swab. What do you mean? Who? There's no central figurehead. We are without a leader. Our leader, Laryl, is gone. Most of the guards either wish to return to the underground or, well, leave Maginox behind.
Why Kozlo's den?
Looks over at Grabella. You're the one who blew up half the entire Thieves Guild, aren't you?
So?
He
They were
looks
selling
over-
people.
he looks
Your
over
people,
at
in
Oslo.
fact.
How
Did
do
you know that they had branded your people to be sold?
He sighs. Or some of the Hamakis had sold people off on the side, including any of the husks that were left over. He looks at his dead friend on the ground in front of him.
You know, if you were to write down a list of names of people that had sold people, that way some of the rest of them could maybe be spared. We got a 2-for-1 deal here, I guess. I could live with that. I don't know about you boys.
There's always one name. You go up high enough the chain, there's always one name.
Yeah, somebody has to be paying you, right?
But
And you're just doing this for the good of your old house that doesn't even
this is not for our house. We are trying to take what we can and get out of this accursed town. And your damnable goblin over there not only managed to foil most of the money we had coming in through, well, the slave trade.
Right, which is so noble.
Kozlo starts like tossing a grenade in his hand.
Yeah.
And not
Well, it's
only
funny
that, but he stopped
funny-
half of the ships from being able to leave Maginox, leaving us stranded here with little to do. Now, instead of following, well, wherever Laryl went in her crazy bat worshipping, we want to return back to the underground. Go back to the Underdark and leave Maginox.
And what, pray tell, does that have to do with the Raven's Blood House,
It has everything to do with the Raven's Blood House.
And why are you getting revenge for somebody that's not even here anymore?
He looks over at you. Who do you mean? This isn't revenge for Laryl.
Okay.
He looks at Coslow. You stop the trade of the people. We have things we need to get across the seas.
Grabella is going to pick him up.
Ah!
Whoa! You can't steal my kill.
I'm not going to. I'm just holding him up for you.
I kind of vote that we let him live, actually.
Well, it's funny because he said it wasn't about revenge, but seeing Roxy dead on the floor kind of makes me like revenge on my part.
Yeah, why Roxy? Why her specifically? If it ain't about revenge.
Sure seems like revenge to me, buddy.
She's like holding him up underneath his arms like a
She
doll.
was a turncoat. She worked for House Hamaki. She was a servant. She's nothing. Why do you even care about that goblin?
'Cause she's actually something. You all just don't know how to use people correctly.
Oh, we know how to use people correctly.
She turns the guy towards C-Swap. Do whatever you want to do.
I'll check if I need to, but is he wearing any sort of metal? Like, does he have any metal in his armor?
He's wearing studded leather, so yeah.
Is there any iron in his blood?
No, we're going So I am going to go. Well, so what did he just say again? I forgot what he just said. I had a little pun lined up.
He said something about the goblin really not being worth anything, and he made a comment about how some people are worth money.
Yeah.
He said, we know how to use people.
Oh, we know how to use people.
Yeah,
That's right.
we know how
Sorry.
to use people. Okay.
Yeah.
Line.
And I know how to use lightning on people who wear metal.
You have advantage?
And that one can be a 2. I can use I have what's it called? Elemental Adept for lightning.
So 6 damage?
Yeah.
1 vodka. The lightning arcs across the studded leather, heating up in spots, and you can smell the burning skin underneath the metal. Oh, stop! Stop! I've told you what you wanted to know!
There's a reason your kind usually dies out.
The
It's
funny
because you
thing
don't
is-
realize the people below you are actually good at things. Go ahead, C-Swap.
The funny thing is that what we want to know doesn't mean anything about what we want to do. And I'm going to
You're
hit
just,
him again.
you're just allies of the Hamakis, or the Raven's Bloods.
Nah, not really. I mean, they're pretty cool.
And now your ally is death.
Damage?
That'll do it.
Whoa!
Grabella just drops him.
He lands in a heap on the ground and collapses. Smoke is curling from his hair and ears.
Grabella is gonna go over to our friend and untie them and see what she could do to help him.
Grabella, the knight is unconscious. Make me a Arcana or Medicine check.
I don't think either are gonna go well, but we'll try.
Oh.
Okay, I know some first aid. I was a soldier.
The depth of the sleep this raven is under has to be magical in nature. Kozlo threw a fireball, a grenade, a cannon. You
This
guys
is
were
true.
yelling. He's still sleeping. He's either been poisoned, knocked unconscious, or magically put to sleep.
I'm going to toss a potion into him.
We need to get this guy back to his place really quickly.
I am going to try to pick him up. Swoop up the little baby.
All right, he is easy to pick up, and you toss him over your shoulder.
I don't
Hollow
toss him over
bones.
her shoulder. No.
Yeah, not on my shoulder.
Those
Oh,
are spiky
God, no!
shoulders.
I just
Anywhere but the
removed-
shoulder.
I removed him for now. You can put him wherever you
Toss
want.
him over the shoulder and immediately realize, well, this trip is no longer necessary.
Oh my
All
god.
right. I think we need to go straight to her house. This is bad.
Can I pick up the dagger?
Yeah, of course. Hold on 1 second. Let me put it on
Yeah,
the
you
ground.
probably one of you should go through the
Yeah,
packets.
I'm gonna go through some pockets here.
She's gonna whistle at this bird.
There was a bird that was watching us the whole time, too.
Yeah, there's one over here too.
1 second. Let me, I think you're on the dancer, so I'm going to shift you. The dagger the dancer has is ornamental, gemmed with a single emerald in the hilt. They also have, she has 300 gold on her. I'm going to add that to your inventory. 3. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
That is all that is on her. She is wearing some armor. She has a short sword, a short bow, and that smoking studded leather that looks like it's been hit by a lightning bolt and a fireball.
That'll stay. What about the other two? I guess I just might as well go through all three of them, right?
The other two, one has a short bow and a short sword that Grabella has already stolen from the
Yeah,
double
yeah,
ones that guy rolled. The other one is wielding a short sword at his hip and has a short bow, and is also wearing smoldering studded leather. Both of them have about 20 gold in their pockets.
I'll let Cosmo have that. Can I see if anything that they have is branded or like marked with like Hamaki or anything that like I could show somebody to be like, hey, this is what we took from somebody who kidnapped this guard?
Both of them are wearing dark purple sashes that might be something of note.
I'll take one of the sashes.
Okay. I will not have a physical item for that, so that'll be
fine.
just in your inventory.
Something will show Catherine.
And I don't remember how to get back to her place, but I'm in the alleyway showing a bird. Like I do.
The raven on the roof looks down at Grabella.
Can you show us the way back to your place so we can get this guy some help?
That's always one thing that I want to do before we leave, too.
The raven will fly in a southwesternly direction.
I thought it was this way, but I couldn't. I will pause waiting for Kazo.
Gaza, what are you up to?
So Kozlo is going to, with great effort, roll the bodies of the three drow, like, so they're in basically a pile.
Okay. Like one
Uh,
okay. Wow.
he will. I have like all sorts of books and papers and on me and shit. I'll find a page that works of some capacity, so I can write a little note. On the note, I will just write for Roxy, and then I will put a grenade on the pile of bodies and walk off.
Oh shit!
Very
We're those
good.
guys now.
Leaving your
man.
mark.
Our hands were forced in this scenario. We're not
It's
normally
true.
those people.
I like how dark we've gotten Cecil.
Kozlo might be those people now.
Yeah, And I think we've gotten C-Swap very dark from the few weeks ago when he's like, "Oh, we don't have to kill people."
Yeah,
now
how
he's
long
like,
did that last?
Now he's
In-game,
like,
that lasts
you know
like
what?
4.5
Some of these
hours.
people should be dead.
To be fair, it was personal because me and Cosmo helped save Roxy when Cosmo gave her the grenade,
for
and
certain.
then she showed up. So it was more personal, this one, than just, hey, here's a bunch of people we're killing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And for the most part, like 85% of the time, we're killing for the right reason. All right, and off we go, following the crow, with the crow in hand.
Raven.
Yes, Raven. Excuse me.
That's offensive.
I'm sorry.
Wow. I am having issues.
Oh, let me try and pull you to the scene.
I'm having connection issues.
Yeah, my thing was like, I didn't even see what the message said, but I just have purple now.
Weird. Hold on.
By zooming out, are you maybe just like your focus is off the map? Because off the map.
No,
it's
he's stuck
purple.
on streets. I see him.
Hmm.
I would try refreshing.
Oh, Jeebus. Oh,
I know.
you guys won't believe what I must do in order to access the game.
You must log in? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
If it doesn't load assets for some reason, it's like, I'm not connected to the server anymore.
It's just a really overzealous authentication system. It really does not want a single security risk to get through and steal Christina's assets.
My
or
brand!
something.
This D&D campaign is more secure than most social media sites.
What can I say? Game companies.
Yes, but
More
I
secure than
actually
most
care
banks.
about my user base.
The D&D Twitch community will not suffer heavy DDoS attacks.
Thanks. I don't want to get DDoS, please. Forge and Foundry have enough problems as is, so I'm not going to give them like any more pressure.
Okay, I am good.
Grabella's just gonna walk up to the guards with their friend in her arms.
We found him being attacked. He needs help.
They look at each other. Come on, come in.
We murdered the shit out of the people that was doing it too.
Yeah.
Go see Catherine.
Your ladiness. Oh, hi.
What?
Your ladiness.
Catherine looks over, brow furrowed. My
Grabella's
what?
like beat to shit, but holding her.
Well, we went back to the tavern and some drow had come and killed one of the Hamaki we had rescued. Former Hamaki slaves. Well, she was gonna be a slave. Anyway, she's dead now. We happened to find 3 of them around the corner. Trying to kill your friend here. Do you have a doctor or someone?
Yeah, put him on the ground.
She will set him gently on the ground in front of Catherine.
Let me fetch him real quick. Where did he go?
Please fetch the dying god.
I see him.
I like
Oh,
that Garbella never even thinks to so much as ask Azrael to do anything related to any healing at all.
He does sometimes, but
They're not
she's
that
just-
kind of cleric.
No,
You-
Garbella goes and feeds potions to things all the time. Takes like
Well,
walk
that's
across
newer.
the town. Like, it's fine. No, it just saves me spell slots, so I'm appreciative.
Yeah.
Look, she's got resources. This is fact.
I will say that I can cast Cure Wounds to heal Grabella after lighting her on fire, but I'm not going to do it.
Nah.
I unfortunately lost my restorative arts in my change. He looks down at the knight and kneels next to him. Are you all right?
Are you okay?
They had sedated him with something pretty heavily.
She's just not gonna look for crow parts. She's just gonna be awkward.
There was a lot of explosions and this guy didn't wake up, so.
To be fair, The explosions were not on him. I made sure of that.
Yeah.
Or her. Or whatever else. I'm also not gonna check for crowbars.
She tilts her head at the bird.
The dancer thief lady had some sort of cloth she had shoved into her boobas.
Seaswap's gonna take the dagger and the sash and like toss it at Catherine's feet.
Those are Hamaki colors.
Yeah. This situation seems to be worse than we thought.
They attacked my bar!
Yeah.
We don't know where Sonny is!
And if they have Sonny, well, Catherine, we're gonna go on a fucking rampage. He's our best guy, and most sweetest, nicest guy. And
He's
if I
probably
have
already killed half of them.
Well, not only has our friend here been beaten half to death, but he does have drow poison coursing through his veins.
Oh, is that all?
There you go. There's that not kind of that Clary.
Why didn't anybody say anything?
Catherine just looks at Asriel. Interesting.
Why is that interesting?
As she looks back down at the bird and back up at you. What did you say you revere? Asriel? She kind of quirks an eyebrow at you.
Asriel, covered in armor and a shield and a holy symbol that seems to look vaguely apparently like the Lunesti House crest, just looks straight dead ass in her eyes, just shrugs. I don't know what you're talking about.
She looks at the crest and looks up at you.
I don't understand the question.
Well, you wear cast-off armor, but yet you wield restorative arts. It is strange and rarely seen here in the twilight.
Hey.
There's a lot about Asriel that's probably not normal for this whole place.
I mean, I am a shambling corpse. That's pretty normal, right?
She
That's
taps.
pretty normal, yeah.
She taps the sigil on the front of Asriel's armor. Where did you say you got this from?
Oh, I woke up next to somebody in it, and I decided I needed to be in it instead.
Fair point. Just be warned that
They were
sigil
old and
you wear.
crusty.
See. Well, that sigil you wear might get you into trouble, Asriel. There's a familiar one in Maginox. It is the seal of the Lunesti House. The ones that are currently in contention for the throne.
Oh, well, isn't that a good thing then if they're in line for the throne or whatever?
It is.
Yeah.
It just marks you as a supporter, if that is intentional or not.
I don't
Wait a
really
minute.
support anything, except for
Yeah.
Coslow and Grabella's machinations.
And I never mind.
She unties the bird.
We didn't even untie the poor guy.
I said I untied him.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You just
It's okay.
you just impale him on your shoulder, drag him across town. Don't even check on his wounds.
Catherine kneels down and scoops him up and begins to carry him. Come with me. Let us not talk in the foyer.
Oh, Miss Ravensblood,
As she clips through walls, yes.
you're really rich, right? Like you have a fancy house in a bunch of retainers.
She stops for a moment and turns and looks at you, the bird in her arms, fireman carry style. My ravens are good at picking up spare coin in the city. And I have many ravens.
Have they ever picked up any diamonds? I would like to buy diamonds.
Diamonds?
He uses them in some magic that he does.
One of our friends is... Well, they killed one of our friends, and I'd like to make them unkilled.
And you need a diamond to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I can see what my birds have sequestered away. I have no central vault, as it is unwise for someone with much wealth. She smiles.
Have gold, I guess. I could trade you gold for diamonds.
My birds may want something more interesting than trading shiny for shiny.
Ezra just turns back and looks at everybody. What is even the point of gold? It seems so useless.
Gravella will pull out a blood ruby and an onyx locket.
What the fuck? A doom croaker.
There is a raven that turns and looks up as Catherine is entering the room.
Oh.
That's a boss-ass raven. Damn.
Hell yeah.
He looks like almost like a spellcaster with a skull and a stick. He's got a very shamanistic look to him. He looks more like a kinku than the were-ravens. Again, the no noticeable wings on the back is the thing that differentiates the kinku/raven folk versus the were-ravens. Catherine nods at the raven and says, please excuse us for a moment. We will meet later. The croaker gives you all a slight bow, placing his hand over his chest and bowing slightly.
Also gives him the sup nod.
Come in. The fire is warm. Catherine puts the bird on a place near the fire and shuts the door. Tell me what happened.
What happened was this little war the house that started with the Hamaki has now spilled over into our lives.
They're apparently mad that we stopped them from selling their slaves.
Well, to be fair, we did kind of blow them up, so it's not entirely like the war just came into our doorstep.
Apparently they're trying to get out. Why they would stop and do this while they're trying to get out, it seems lost on me, but they do potentially have a friend of ours. And I don't think we're gonna not go get him, if you catch my drift.
They are selling people. They're probably going to try and sell the most useful of you, the one that can bear the most burden. Who do they take?
They took our front door bodyguard type guy. He's a big old,
He's like oxen, correct?
He's a Minotaur.
He's a Minotaur, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Minotaur.
Well, Garbella, she should know that, right? She's got ravens all over the city.
We can still have a conversation.
Yes, things tend to go better when I don't interrupt with, yes, I know, every 30 seconds.
Yeah. But at any rate, he's missing, and they had killed the one of theirs that we had, we were trying to teach her how to cook and, live a new life.
The drow tend to use poisons, and they'll find those that are susceptible to them. If they wish to procure more bodies for their dark trade, I'm sure they spared no expense in poisons.
Yeah. Well, we I wanted to bring this by before. Maybe taking a quick breath before we go knock down their frickin' doors.
The Hamaki gods are scared and scattered. If they have gathered in one place in order to try and, well, delve back underground, they're going to try and take as many physical commodities with them as possible. And by that I mean people bearing their ill-gotten gains on their back as they return to the depths.
Where do you think the best place is to look for him?
Well, since you have ultimately prevented the lot of them from traversing the seas, and Arctis tends to be too cold for them and too perilous outside of Polaris, they despise the sun. If they were to go underground, they would probably be seeking out the tunnels that they went through it to get here in the first place. I know someone who would know where these tunnels are.
Well, didn't the guy we definitely didn't torture, but kind of tortured, say something about the Church of Eternal Night?
Catherine quirks an eyebrow. Church of Eternal Night. That's basically a ruin. It's defunct.
Well, he said that they were hanging out there, or congregating there, or something.
Well then, it seems you have a lead. My raven can show you where the church is.
Sure, Bella, you want to have a little nappy for a moment, and then we go murder all of them?
Rebella? She might be muted.
It did mute.
Yeah, I could use a quick rest to make sure we don't, I can be a little more healthy when we go in there to kick their ass. Do you mind if we, take a quick rest here, Catherine?
No, of course not. I can put you relatively near the church. Rather quickly. Once you are done resting, exit out the back of the banquet door that we ate at. I will meet you outside.
Thank you. This means a lot, and I hope your night there, feels better.
You apparently have chosen your side, and the Maki wish to punish you for it. I apologize for inadvertently dragging you into this, but she shakes her head and shuts the door.
Okay, but again, we did kind of blow up their stuff. Rightly
Okay,
so.
can
but
I get quick clarification on the timeline of events so I'm not
Sure.
doing this wrong? So it was the assassins that weren't assassins, but Ezra keeps calling assassins. Was that before?
That's the Ascended crew. So you can just ask. You can just ask Drew.
No. When we were here the first time, when we came here to have dinner, and Ezra's like, "You're assassins," and Catherine was like, "I didn't have assassins," and you're like, "Well, whatever you want to call them." That whole conversation was that. Were the assassins before or after we blew up Circus and the Thieves Guild?
before, quite a bit before.
Okay, so
Like-
so I
like
am
a few
correct
weeks,
in the
probably.
assumption.
Oh
that,
yeah, like Giga before.
Yeah, so then I am correct in the assumption that the houses went against Hamaki before we did that.
Right. What
Yes.
the Hamaki guys that we fought are like the remnants, some of the remnants
They're
of
the-
leadership of the house that got.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Drow
so-
house
so
leader
my-
got kidnapped, and the rest of the Drow scattered to the nine winds because they didn't have their leader anymore.
Okay, yeah. So I'm definitely of the mentality, or at least Cecil was the mentality of the house has made a play on Hamaki, and we're we got dragged into their war, even though we did blow up their thieves guild, but it already started before we got there. Okay.
Yeah, we joined a war in progress.
Yes.
Okay, that's not okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
okay. That's okay.
And blowing them all up was a pretty big,
Line in
I
the
think,
sand?
I think that's a pretty clear, like, we're joining on this side, even though I don't think we realized it at the time.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
That
All
makes
right.
clear.
Okay. All right. So then, okay, I have to change it. All right, I got it.
Yeah, this struggle has been going on since ultimately before you guys.
Yeah, because I was more trying to play it as we got dragged into your war, and now we're the ones, like, all of our friends are dying now, even
No.
though, okay.
No. That she would just no, that wouldn't.
Okay, so
be
I was wrong
sensible.
on that one. I was wrong on that. Okay.
Okay. What do you all do?
Is there
Um,
what's
short
the
rest?
time limit on going and saving Roxy with whatever gems we can find?
Oh, well, I think my first time limit's already passed, so we have about. Hang on, let me check. Actually, just verify for sure. We have plenty of time. I know that. Well, I don't know exactly, but she should be fine for a little while. I've never really done this one before.
You can make a medicine
But-
check to see when she'll start to stink.
Out of character, it's 10 days. Azrael has 10 days on Raised Dead.
She'll
Yeah,
definitely start stinking before that.
It's a
Is this
minute of
like-
Revivify.
Is this like a
Hold on.
Oh no, Roxy doesn't belong in HR. We already established that during her interview.
This is true.
I turn into the restroom real quick then.
Okay.
I will have to do this. I was more trying to I was trying to make a joke. I'm trying to ask if this is we can get to it when we get to it sort of thing, or if this is we can, like, a blood hag level of we can get to it when we get to it sort of thing.
We should immediately go deal with it after we murder all of these Hamaki fuckwits.
alright? Perfect!
But we have plenty of time to go murder them all in gloriously delicious ways.
Alright, everybody take a little rest.
Gozo climbs
be
on the
right here.
bookshelf.
So if we take a
Oh,
short
that was
rest,
a bench.
I definitely thought these were benches also.
These are benches down here. There's a couple chairs and stuff. But oh, those are bookshelves.
All right, well, Kozlo climbs up the bookshelf.
Azrael's going to use Pearl of Power and Harness Divine Power
Oh,
to get some spells back on this short rest.
sounds good.
I'll get the Divine Channel Divinity back.
Let's take a quick breather. Take a quick 5-minute break. I'll see you guys at 8:20. Go pee. Get a drink.
Back.
Welcome back.
We're taking a short rest, right?
Yep, short rest.
I'm back. I'm not certain if Devo's.
All good.
Harness Divine Power is such a weird fucking ability.
It is.
Because, like, it's an ability that uses another ability's charges, but it doesn't actually use the other ability's charges when I use it. And the other ability recharges on short rest, this recharges on long rest. It's just fucking weird. Clerics are so dumb. Like, they're so needlessly fucking complicated
Yeah.
in their effort to make them, like, a fun
Balanced.
not Healbot class.
Yeah. They have a lot of options, though. It's actually kind of nice.
Like, they have a lot of options, but I don't know. I feel like all the time, like, there's just, if the options aren't actually relevant in, like, the super narrow band, or I don't happen to have them, like, loaded, there's nothing to do but, okay, spiritual weapon, Toll the Dead.
GG.
GG.
Like,
Wait, what about hold person? That's a classic.
I mean, hold person, they have to literally be a humanoid, so like also not relevant most of the time.
Grabella getting those hit dice back.
Almost back at full.
Does Grabella still have like permanent HP damage? I see like a little bit of red on the end of your bar.
I don't.
I don't know why. Should not. There we go. I deleted it.
Because like if you did, Azru can also deal with that, you know, if we
Yeah. Now I'm just down 14.
Sweet. Is that all your hit dice?
Yeah.
All right, you all take a short rest.
You all do tend to beat me up a little bit.
Grabella has spent 4 hit dice to recover 42 hit points. The Raven's Blood Knight is slowly recovering. He seems to be napping peacefully close to the fire. What are you all doing as you take your long rest? An hour passes, and Catherine has told you to meet her out the back. She can facilitate your travel closer to the Church of Eternal Night.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Kozlo looks over his bombs lovingly.
Hello, sir.
The Ravenfolk again gives you a light bow as you
Hello.
walk by.
Hello, Grabella.
Hello, Grabella.
Oh, hi. Oh, my
We went
God,
out
I
and to
don't
the right.
remember my name.
These files.
To
hi.
the right.
He mimics you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
All right, I'm just gonna keep going.
Alright. And it was out this door? Or is it the back?
Kozlo
It is
eyes
out
his
that door.
brow
The drow
suspiciously
gives you the
and walks
fucking stinkiest stink eye that has ever stunk.
Lick. I mean, yes, but no.
Hello, everyone. She makes a gesture and the door closes. Good. Well, you certainly look a lot better. How are you feeling?
Quite a bit better,
Angry.
but also still that, yeah.
Understandable. All right. She turns to the tree behind her. It is bereft of any leaf on it, but you see within its dark branches swarms upon swarms of ravens, all gathered there, slightly pecking at, preening and pecking at each other's feathers. Catherine glances back down at all of you. I know of that area near the church, but no one has been there in quite some time. Maginox says had some religious division, and most people have tended to their own ways in regards to the ascended, or the darkness, or the light. But with the light being banned in Maginox, it makes it hard to balance out the encroaching darkness. She shrugs and turns back to the tree. Catherine places her hand on the trunk, and the tree begins to crack open from the roots, splitting up the trunk slightly. It goes up about 6 feet, and then the crack widens into a visible portal. This will take you near the church. You step into this tree, and you will step out from one near the church.
Thank you again for this.
This will only work to get you there. It will not work to get you back.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Be safe, and remember, the Hamaki are prone to using poisons, and they are drow, and they will hate the light.
Yeah, do you have one of those fancy light things that you can do there, Azrael?
If we had rested a little bit longer, maybe. But I assume they also hate bugs, because don't most people hate bugs?
I would assume so.
I have bugs.
They won't hate bugs as much as they hate dying.
Well, the bugs help with the dying part, C-Swab.
And, I can take a poison or two for a little while anyway.
The tree cracks open, the portal widening, green light emanating from the crack within the trunk.
Well, here we go. Thanks again. We'll, report back one way or another.
One
Kind of smiles at her.
I know the churches. I will try to keep a raven far away, but if the drow spot any birds circling by, they may get suspicious.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, boys, let's go.
Whoa, did you just assume my gender?
Am I wrong?
Oh, you're not wrong.
You are actually wrong about Azrael.
I'm
but-
gonna flip you. I'm gonna flip you over.
All right, everybody, into the trunk.
Azrael's a they them. They're just androgynous.
Yes.
I appreciate Azrael's they them from the point of them being a literal plural.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Also.
That's literally exactly why.
One moment, please.
I hope somebody makes like a cool techno song, and then right before the beat, it's just a soundboard of Christina going, "One moment, please."
One moment, please. One moment, please. One moment, please.
One moment, please.
I bet you Mark Rebier would make a sweet song to that.
Oh my god, I would die. Literally die. One moment. One moment, please. Oh, one moment, please.
In a minute, I'm gonna need a 1 moment.
Let me in. I'm trying to.
In a minute, cinnamon.
A
You all-
cinnamon?
A cinnamon.
It's in a minute. It's just more flavorful, clearly.
Cinnamon. 1 second. This is actually not the music that I wanted at all. There we go.
In a minute, I'm gonna need a different music.
As you step out from the boughs of a large tree, you cross over a small stream and onto snowy ground. You are outside Maginox, so you're not quite sure how far. You cannot hear the sounds of the ocean anymore, so you must be a bit away from the coast. As you glance around at this abandoned area, large trees dot the landscape, and you see a stone fence hurling over a hill. You can see just over the fence gravestones beyond. The massive boughs of the trees also tend to block line of sight. As you glance a little bit further to the north, the path gets more and more overgrown, as it does not seem that there have been a lot of foot traffic to the Church of Eternal Night in quite some time. And the snow begins to collect on the ground as the weather is slightly worsening. A small fence separates you and what might be the main road, but the church is close.
there's like a little like gate door here.
We just going in? Alright, I'm down.
Unless somebody tells me we're being stealthy, Azrael's just. I think we're just rolling up like some OK Corral shit right now and fucking.
I'm pretty sure nobody in this group is stealthy in any way. So
Just a little bit.
Like I feel like this is the last scene in Boondock Saints. You know.
I actually have a +6 to stealth. Thank you very much.
I haven't seen Boondock Saints in so long.
I'm trying to think what the last scene was. When I think of Boondock Saints scene, I think of like the rope.
You and your
Yeah,
fucking
the
rope.
Charlie
Yes.
Bronson's always got rope.
You and your fucking. Look
What's
at
the-
me.
You're what? You're what? I'll blow my brains out if you can tell me the name of that fucking cat. Oh, what color was it?
Oh, I remember.
Rebella, a arrow whizzes out of nowhere and hits you square on the shoulder armor. You are actually not raging anymore, so I'm going to remove that.
Mhm.
And let me undo that. Reapply the damage. Just full damage. Boop.
I have a
It
feeling
should
she will
still be
raging
half.
at the moment.
It should still be half because I'm pretty sure I'm resistant to piercing.
Are you?
Yeah.
If you're not
Yeah.
raging?
Is
Um.
that a-
Yeah.
Is that a
My damage
barbarian thing?
resistance are bludgeon, fire, piercing, poison, and slashing.
Oh, very good. Let me undo the damage and then I'll...
Because
Well, I think I found where they are, Buzz.
Whoop.
To Nazriel.
is that like an Earth Genasi thing or something?
I believe it's one of the barbarian things, but it could
Well,
also
one
be
of the
that.
barbarian things is that you're raging.
Yes.
Sure, but you're not raging right now, so I just want to make sure that you don't have that resistance when you're not supposed to have it. Do you know what ability it is?
I have no idea offhand.
Let's see. Primal Path.
Is it the Battle
Dangerous.
Ranger stuff?
I'm pretty sure it just comes from rage, and it's your poison and your fire that's always on. Like 80% sure.
It could
But
be.
you are weird. You are a very strange amalgamation of things.
Well, if you
so-
can
Yeah.
link the thing to me that gives you resistance, then you'll have it. But otherwise, I'm going to remove it from your sheet because it should only be giving it to you while you're raging, unless you have an ability that does it.
I was pretty sure it did, but I have a headache, so coming through my sheet is I don't know if it's my armor or what. But
Nope.
oh, good.
Well, I'll let you find it. I'm gonna continue. I'm going to let's see. Damage this. Yeah, bludgeoning, fire, piercing. So you have fire and poison. You are definitely resistant to. But yeah, just if you find me that ability, then I would be totally wrong.
Oh, good. I don't want to hold us up. So.
It's all good. Grabella, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm just try to see where it's coming from.
Make me a perception check.
Um,
Grabella, you do not see where it's coming from.
Are we in combat?
Depending. Do you continue to move forward? There has only been one arrow fired.
I'm gonna move over. Hold on, I gotta check how big this is. 10 foot, right? Okay. I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna cast. Cast Warding Wind.
Right. A strong wind blows around you in a 10-foot radius, moves with you, and is centered on you. Deafens you, extinguishes flames, hedges out vapor, difficult terrain. And the attack rolls of ranged weapon attacks have disadvantage. Okay. Very
That's
good.
pretty good.
That's awesome.
Can Azrael try to make a perception check to see where that arrow came from?
Yeah, go ahead. You don't know. Kozlo and Seaswab, you have not made perception checks yet.
Well, I wanted to move a little bit closer with this around me, but I guess the template doesn't move with me.
I'll move it, but I think I have it paused. Kozlo, make me a perception check. Yeah, you don't know where the arrow came from.
Alrighty.
Keep your wits about you. I don't know where they are.
I'm just gonna keep going this way.
Wanted to move forward first. That way I can't. If they try to shoot me, it's disadvantage at least.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't affect everybody in your thing.
No,
so
it just affects me. I mean, it deafens us, so we couldn't talk either.
Attack rolls of ranged weapon attacks have disadvantage attacks pass in or out of the wind. So we could all go in with it.
Yeah, if you want to. Huddle
Like,
up.
We can fit. We can fit in there.
Yeah, let's huddle up.
That's the same size as the dome.
Let's go.
Kozlo begins orbiting around Seaswab, caught up in his tempest.
Oh God!
Welcome to the Vomitron.
Whee!
Alright, I was gonna move.
What? I can't hear you.
So
Just
you
move, like,
you
here.
cannot talk. Also, it's difficult terrain, so this will go slowly. So yeah, you can move. I'll move it when you're done. Just move where you want. Okay. Boop.
I'm gonna look around, see if I see anything. I don't think I do. I'm gonna move to this door.
That's all you hear. Grabella, are you going with them?
Yeah, I'm not feeling the. I'd like to sneak this way.
Okay. Grabella will go a different way.
I mean, I'm just gonna roll up to this front door, I guess.
Okay. The wind follows you. Seaswab, you approach the door. The wind
I'm gonna
still
look at
whips
Kozlo.
around you.
I'm gonna look at Kozlo and make like the motion of like, check the lock picking, pointing at the lock or the door.
Picky, picky.
I'll do like a performance check, I guess. These feathers, they don't articulate the way fingers would.
Kozlo, you can do whatever you want.
I think Kozlo would at least like look at the door regardless, but he's gonna like check for like traps and shit.
Make me a investigation check, please. Oh wow. There is a trap on this door, Kozlo, but it's very, very simple. It is a simple silver bell that will ring if the door is opened, even ever so slightly. And you could remove it pretty easily.
I will remove it.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Not that the spell we currently have isn't probably louder.
You reach out of the wind to grab the dinging bell. And you grab its little donger so it doesn't dong. Pull it back into the wind. The trap is disarmed. And at least the bell will not ring if you enter the church.
Is the door locked?
Do you try the door?
I'm not gonna like open it. I'm just gonna see if it's locked.
It is not locked.
Okay. I am still wondering what shot at us. Like, there's clearly something out here still.
Grabella, what are you doing?
I would like to see if I can see anything funky about this door.
Grabella, you have come across what appears to be a large warehouse. The door, although old, is currently shut. It seems to still be in pretty good condition. Solid. It's a door. Do you go in?
Yeah.
Okay, one moment. I have to pull Grabella to a different scene. Grabella, can you see inside this warehouse?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so as you push open the door to the warehouse and look inside, there are lots of goods here. Boxes of things, barrels of oddities and cages and nets meant to trap and hold people. There's a significant amount of just generic building goods, things that you probably wouldn't be able to get deep below the surface. Planks of fine wood and even iron. And as you look around, make me a perception check, please. Barrels sit in front of you, one of them open. Some sort of liquid inside is sloshing around and exposed to the elements. There are large sacks of goods lining the back wall. I'm going to pause real quick. Oslo, Siswab, and Azriel, what are you doing?
Mostly wondering where Grabella went off to.
Grabella is not with you.
Well, we probably don't have the element of surprise anymore. Not that we were trying to get it.
We did get shot at.
We did get shot at, which is not terribly concerning to Azrael at the moment.
None of you can converse with each other within the wind, so I'm going to return this back to Grabella. Grabella, what do you do?
She just wants to do a sweep of the building. Mostly to see if Sonny's there.
Grabella, you round the corner, and there is a drow there, who turns and looks at you. Huh?
Hi.
Want
a hug?
Draws a knife.
Oh, no hug then?
Grabella, I need you to roll initiative for me. One moment, please. Some of you will not be able to see this scene because you are not in this scene.
Or hear the scene.
Or hear the scene.
Yeah, I was in for the wind thing until we couldn't hear each other. Then I'm like...
Grabella, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna go straight up
Ah! What?
whack this.
Get out of here, you big undead bitch!
You know, I was gonna be nice and ask you some questions first, but I think I'm just going to,
I will shank your ass.
Oh, Jesus.
You.
Oh, God. Okay, burning hands.
She is not in the mood today.
Dex save? Why did that not trigger? Oh, there we go.
It
Just
made
lag.
me roll it.
Oh, because you had yourself targeted. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna undo that damage.
Thank you.
The drow throws his hands up against the barrage of fire that you throw at him. Grabella, what else are you doing with your round?
I am going to use my bonus action to light my sword on fire and then attack. How do I target? Stop
T.
targeting myself. There we go.
Misses.
And that'll be it.
All right, next up, the drow who was currently cutting ropes and tying up sacks turns to you with the dagger in hand.
These goods belong to the Hamaki. These aren't for you. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't care about your goods. You can have them. I care about the people that you're killing and selling.
No one will even notice they're gone.
I noticed. So now you're screwed.
Oh. He will cast a spell.
Ooh.
And he summons magical darkness that coalesces around himself and Grabella. Grabella, creatures with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light cannot illuminate it.
That's fine, I've got go. I've held on to those things for so long, and they have done me so well.
The drow will then attempt to move out of your threat range. You can take an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
And how do I do that?
Target him.
Yep.
Roll to hit. At disadvantage?
With anything? Or
Yeah.
okay. Attack. Disadvantage.
Slam it. That's gonna hit with disadvantage.
Also, this is on fire. So that's an extra.
Okay.
That's an extra 2d6. Did it get it?
Possibly not necessary.
No, it didn't.
It doesn't. The other formula is your extra 2d6.
Gosh.
So you have to hit the damage, and then you have to hit other formula.
Gotcha. Doesn't seem like it matters.
Not a thing. As the drow summons up darkness, you whirl your sword in a crazy arc, and the darkness suddenly goes away. The drow
tried
is,
to cast darkness on a flame sword.
the drow is left dead at your feet. 1 moment, please. Grabella, you are not here. Meanwhile, in the front of the church,
Since we're not communicating, Azra's just going to move forward and open the door.
awesome. 1 moment. Yes, the room is dark.
I have dark vision.
But I have dark vision.
Wow.
Oh, this place looks familiar.
As you throw open the door to this old and unused church, the first thing that you notice is that everyone looks like they are very aware of your presence, as a multitude of drow are lined up in the pews, using them as cover, many of them armed with small hand crossbows. As they line the pews and go up the room, you notice that the tile of the floor begins to crack and break, revealing a massive, gaping pit in the center of the room that is emanating an ethereal red light. Near this darkness emanating pit are a couple of drow guards and another self-important looking drow in a fine coat, a rapier at his side. But what concerns you the most is what you see further into the room. Across a small fence separating the main parts of the church, the common area, there's a massive a dais, a sacrificial altar, if you will, that is decorated and lined with ceremonial gold. And rather than seeing your friend Sonny captive in chains, ready to be sold, you see him tied to this altar in a relatively sacrificial manner, and a drow mage holding a sharpened kris holds the dagger precariously over the Minotaur's heart. Sonny is snoring loudly, and it sounds like some of Koslow's machines. So that's what Jib was referring to. It was the sound of Sonny's snoring. Now, the only person that seems to be surprised by your sudden appearance is the mage, who raises a quizzical eyebrow.
You are too late. Or perhaps you are just in time.
And with that is where we will end the session, as Azriel, Koslow, and Seaswab face down a very ready host of drow, while Grabella is currently investigating a warehouse north of the church.
I mean, you can't tell me that this session was 100% a John Wick plot.
Give us back our dog. I mean, Minotaur.
Give us back our Minotaur.
I mean,
We went and
Christina
found
literally
safe haven
adapted.
from somebody from a council, and then we open a door, and there's a bunch of people looking at us to try and take us out. We're clearly going to kill all of them. I mean, come on now.
Christina did just adapt the meme that somebody dropped in channel the other day of like, you want to make a party, like work together, kill their pet.
Kill their
It
pet.
was also the plot of John Wick.
It's true.
See, I thought she was going to do something with Meatball when we first got to the bar.
Oh,
Nah,
I knew if
she
Meatball
fucking
was
wouldn't
hurt
care.
that Azriel was gonna... I don't know if anybody wants to see what happens when that happens.
To be fair, like Roxy's gonna like get as close to expending all of Azriel's very prolific, horrible spells that they never cast.
Okay, so the drow don't necessarily hate the undead. The Vaki hate the undead, usually, because they have a history of undead smiting. So hopefully you guys won't be turned anytime soon.
Live and let unlive, as I always say.
Azriel, you said this church looks familiar.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it does.
It does. Yeah.
Sure
You
does.
like that callback? So I this church has been used before. So this is actually
Is it canonically the same church?
it is canonically the same church.
Yeah, well.
I'm
Look,
afraid to ask.
I am here for finishing what the Ascended crew did, like, chose not to finish. So I am excited for this this little side arc, personally. We should have killed all these fuckers. Absolutely every single fucking one of them.
This side arc is entirely because the Ascended crew did not kill all of House Hamaki.
Look, Christina made a big fucking to-do to make our cleric feel bad.
I did. I manipulated straight up. I manipulated his emotions. I was like, these are innocents. Why are you fireballing them?
And if you remember correctly, Rain was still ready to kill every last fucking one of them.
Well,
It was only because everybody else was like, no more down to tango.
So it sounds like you guys let some annoying guy live that we met in the Thieves Guild that you wanted to kill.
No, we murdered every single named person that we came across.
Their problem was they did not explore 100% of House Hamaki either.
Yeah, there was, like, we came in guns blazing, we got sent to the basement, we fought our way out of the basement, then we went to the party wing, and we didn't murder everybody in the party wing, because, like, our cleric dropped a fireball and incinerated, like, 12 people instantly, and felt bad. Because, like, we walk into a room full of drow, like this one, he throws a fireball in, like, oh, this is a perfect fireball opportunity, and then everybody just dies horribly screaming as they're incinerated, and he's like, oh, are we the baddies?
I'm gonna fireball this room.
I would say Kaza will not have that
bad.
conundrum.
Objectively, we were not the baddies.
But like the DM won because I manipulated Rob enough to feel bad to not fireball all the innocents, and then I took all those NPCs and then I just moved the folder to the Kaamos folder, and I'm like, they're your problem now.
What was the name of the guy that we met that you said don't trust? It's from the Ascended session.
Oh, that was the shitty goblin guy. I don't fucking remember his name.
Brixus.
Brixus.
Yeah.
No, he was the Uncle Tom. He was the Uncle Tom Goblin.
Yeah.
He is still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
And I am very worried that Christina is going to make us pay for doing that.
I hope you are not worried about the speed in which I remembered Brixus's name.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. That's a problem for the Reflections
I'm not worried at the
guys.
speed because I have this in my head. Your world building is just, you have like an unreal encyclopedic knowledge of it. So like I'm just like, oh yeah, she can access that folder real fast regardless.
It helps taking notes. I take a lot of notes.
All I'm hearing right now is that this is essentially now group-based PvP in which we have to make the other group's lives worse than they make ours.
Yeah. And I do want to make one thing clear here. House Hamaki, by the time we got to that wing of the house and got made felt bad, we had already cleared.
Made to feel bad. I got
this. Was already like a month and a half of a dungeon crawl through the basement where they were summoning demons and like tearing people's souls out of their fucking body and all kinds of horrible shit. And somehow Christina makes the fucking charisma check IRL to convince the cleric that no, these guys had nothing to do. They didn't know anything about it. They're just up here partying and having a good time, man.
I humanize
Why do you want to harsh their mellow?
Emotions are one of the things that I utilize often in my D&D games, and some people don't like it.
How dare.
Prey on their weak wills, Christina.
I love it.
I know you too well.
I love your decision making.
I've marked the storage drow. They're not getting out this time.
I hope there's another way in from there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. She's gonna
or else we might have a problem.
You probably should have waited for Grabella or followed her, but it's.
What are you talking about? You have +6 to stealth because you said
no. This is
just fine.
Three of us went one way, and Grabella, after everyone else had already moved, was like, "No, I'm gonna go this way instead."
Grabella's just ADHD'd herself into a new encounter. Oh, what's over here?
I already, in my mind, know exactly how these first, what is this? 1, 2, 3 on this side, 4 on this side. I already know how these first 7 are going to die. I have zero doubt in my mind that the order of events, how they will happen with the 3 of us.
Insect plague? Is that part of your calculus?
I was going to say, Rain's going to cast...
Like there's already an insect plague going on here.
I'm not trying to influence anybody.
There are some
I'm not trying to
spiders.
influence anybody, but maybe Rain casts some sort of twilight to give daylight on them to hurt them.
Yeah.
Rain doesn't have that spell, and Azrael does not have that spell prepared.
Well, okay, well, whatever. I'm going to finish my thought as if you did, so it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to like group them all together with my frost, and then Cosmo's just going to chuck a giant fireball at all of them, and then we're going to continue on up to the east side.
That wouldn't be a bad
You gotta save Sonny, though.
It's fine.
Well, Sonny's not involved in this yet. He's far away.
Yes, but there's a knife to his throat.
Sonny is like
our barbarian was here.
Yeah, Sonny's like 300 feet
fast.
away. You can't see this, but he's really far away. Like if that guy wants to kill Sonny,
there's not a damn thing we're gonna do about it.
There has to be some sort of magical or otherwise intervention for Sonny to be okay at this point, which your barbarian would not be able to do.
Yeah. There's no magical intervention that's going to stop Sonny from dying at that range if that guy wants to do it.
If you were with this Grabella, you could not save him.
Yeah. No.
It's going to rely on somebody making us a much juicier target.
It's fine.
It'll be fine. It's fine, guys.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
And you guys wanted to go straight towards where we thought the arrow came from instead of doing a little investigation first. So
no, I thought we were coming in guns blazing. I thought we were all.
Yeah. That's what you boys wanted to do.
What amount of investigation were we going to be doing while being shot at?
I found someone and murked the shit out of them.
Yeah, Gravella wandered off and left the rest of the group. That's what happened.
C-Swab saw you get shot at. None of us knew where it came from, and he's like, "Fuck that! Here's a wall of wind." And everyone's like, "I'll get in that wind."
That was actually next level thinking.
That was actually really smart.
Great fucking spell.
It really is.
Gravella just wanted to sneak up on some assholes and kill them. That's.
And she did, and that she did. She walked into that warehouse, and this guy was like, "You bitch." Grabella was like, "You
like,
what?"
Oh, I was thinking about being merciful, and nah, not anymore.
He was like, "No, these are my goods, mine. This is my hole. It was made for me."
She's like, "No, it wasn't."
Well, this will be a very interesting next week, because we're going to have 2 combats going on and 2 separate scenes, and none of you have any sort of telepathy in order to talk to each other. So,
and then the week after, I will not be here. I'll be flying back from. I know I might be back in time. I'm not sure yet, but I'm coming back from Ireland that day. So
not a problem. All right. Well, for now, we will leave it on that very exciting note, and I will see you next week for some a lot of combat. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, y'all.
All right, everybody. Good night. Thank you.
Bye.
Right. All right, that's it for Arctis today. Whoa. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you watching. That was certainly a cliffhanger. And I don't know. This is bad. This is tuned for 4 people, not 3 people. So this is going to be quite the battle ahead for the Kaamos crew. But for now, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Catch us live on Twitch over at Zarina. And watch our VODs, catch up on the lore, over on YouTube at Arctis DD. We have a Twitter and TikTok, for however long TikTok is open for, where we showcase our funny moments. You can catch the best parts of each session and little bite-sized content over on Twitter and TikTok at Play Arctis. But yeah, this is it. This is the D&D. Thanks for joining. I appreciate everybody watching out there. We will be back on Wednesday with the Ascended crew as they start Chapter 4. We have a player swapping out characters. So we're going to have a new character in the mix. An old but familiar face. As we reintroduce Dreon's place in the Arctis story. I'm looking forward to that. I've been talking with the Kashaba, and we've been storytelling back and forth, so we have a good idea of where we're at, so I'm looking forward to Wednesday. As the Ascended crew head away from Polaris, the realm of eternal night, into Auralia, the realm of eternal light. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.